Good afternoon, my people. I hope you're doing well. I'm here hanging out with the dogs and just wanted to share a little piece of my life with them with you. Again, this is the Tony Montana Show, and we do it our way to show you the positive angle of living with American Pitbull Terriers that are game bred directly from lineage proper to the ADBA standard. We again here. I'm going to first show you one of the things I have here indoors for the dogs to have fun. Not all dogs like to do this. Unfortunately, this particular batch of dogs don't use that particular toy, that particular tool for exercising and burning energy. But I'm going to show you, see if I can. They're coming here because I think they're going to be food. I have it at the, I guess in this side between doors, okay? And this is basically a spring pole. You see this? Indoor spring pole. So this is a spring garage spring. Hey, enough. Sorry about that. Then I have a couple of different type of things here. I have a rope for the dogs that are jumpers and trying to grab some things. Some dogs prefer rope. Sometimes I also have like a old pants that I have here that I have in case they want to grab onto something. Hey, no! Making sure. So then also I have on over here, I have some cowhide in case they want to grab on some high, lower. And these has some knots on the pants. I keep going down. I have, this is an old shirt that I put in here just in case they want that type of material instead of another type of material. I also have a cowhide smaller here for smaller dogs. This has been, here, it's an example. Here I also have a bowl in case they want to grab onto the bowl. The different type of material. They actually don't really work on. Hey. They actually don't really use that at all. These dogs don't really use it at all. Now, hey, enough. I have to sometimes project here. You know, to make sure. See, here's all this. This is when I'm in the middle. Sometimes you just gotta watch him. He don't follow him, and to do what he wants to do without me seeing him. But anyway, let's continue on because this is not about particular about the dogs. But some of the things I use for the dogs. A lot of the things you guys probably have dogs know what they are. Other new people don't know what they are. This is called a weighted collar. This weighted collar probably weighs about 5 pounds. The inside see, of this is sand. Inside there's sand. There's nothing, no metal, nothing. It's just sand inside. And this is putting on the obviously because it's a collar. It's put on the neck. I strongly recommend that this is something that you put on. Get down. I want to make sure that no. I want to make sure that they stay in view because they're the main characters on my channel are the dogs. So I want to make sure they're not behind me on my sofa. They're chilling where you guys can see them, evaluate them, enjoy them. If you're here for the dogs, here to see the dogs. These are the dogs. They're not actors. They're regular dogs that have been raised together, and that is part of the reason. So anyway, come here, Farrakhan. Papito. No, you're not Farrakhan. Come here, out of here. Farrakhan. Come here, Papito. Now, he has a collar. Let me show you this collar. I'm going to have to get up because they go get amped up. See how wide it is? I always recommend the wider the better. Move. They think I'm grabbing him to go out because of the things. Hey! They're all amped up because they want to go out. Hey, get down. Stop. Enough. Anyway, and let's take a look at the thickness of it. This is nice and thick. I think it's 3-ply. See, beautiful, well made. Cost me about $25. Including shipping, I believe. A long time ago. This is going to last you a couple of dogs, if not more than that. So it's well made. and you can start using this when they're really young. I would say 3 months. You have the holes here all the way starting point, and even if you had a really big dog, you still could use this. And again, 25 bucks, and it will last you, definitely last you more than your dog. Another thing I use, I have a couple of these vests, different sizes. This is the big, I believe this is large or medium. I'm not sure. I gotta take a look at it again. But this is another one this is smaller. No, excuse me. This is bigger than the other one that I have. This also must be like 4 pounds or something like that. And this is placed on the back of the dog. It's kind of like a vest. So for people outside who don't know anything, they just think that the dogs are walking with vests on. Maybe if it's cold or not. I wouldn't be using this in the summer when it's hot. I only use this in the winter. And it does two things. It helps them walk heavier, so that they get tired quicker. And it keeps them warmer because they're covering the body. Now here's another new thing that you probably don't see much. I came up with it. I never seen anybody using it. So and I use all the things, but I mean, this is what I bought for my dog once the bungee rope broke. I guess he didn't have that much strength. He didn't have enough strength for my bulldogs. So I got these. This is cheaper than the bungee rope, and has way more. What do you call this? These bands. I forgot the resistance. There's more resistance. More. Hey! More weight. Each color represents a certain resistance. Enough. I had to show the faja. No, it's not the faja, but move. So they're trying to get into it. So anyway, every color has a different type of weight resistance. So I believe the black one, or I think the red one, has the most weight resistance. So it's tougher. But I use two collars like this. One has more resistance than the other. I used obviously the one with more resistance, more weight, for the heavier dog, the bigger dog. This is in lieu of the dog pushing weight. Hey, stop! Enough. This is in lieu of them carrying weight, or dragging weights. I believe that it does the same thing. As long as the dog is pulling, it does the same thing, and it doesn't stop when they stop. If they want to maintain that distance, it needs to continue on. So this doesn't attract the eyes that just dragging weights does. People that don't know dogs, or they want them in the couch and nothing else, this is more okay with them than dragging weights. So I recommend for you guys to get these, and you can change this part here. I'm just lazy, and you could get it like a one hook for all these, so you don't have them all together there. But it's not affecting me in any way right now, so I don't care. I'm gonna leave it like that. But I recommend it if you're starting from get-go, get one big hook or something just to remedy all these metals on one hook. Yeah, and I'm gonna show you one more. This is something I did a long time ago. This is when I'm. Oh well, yeah. Well, before I end with this, let me just finish with that. These two things here that I just pointed out, that the resistance bands are hooked to another thing here. This I made myself as a rope, as a very long, not very long, but a much more longer than the regular city 3 foot rope. This is I guess lengthwise gotta be like, I want to say at least 10, 12, 15. Yeah, about 15. But I wasn't measuring. So anyway, so this is something I have here. Basically, I this part here, you see here, it goes around my waist, and see it's connected. Here, connected right there. And this part, if I have a third dog, remember there's 2 collars for these, or a puppy, I put them on this. Okay, this is again something I did. Not the greatest, not the worst. It does the trick. This one doesn't have any resistance. It will be usually in the middle, but if I have a third one, if I don't have a third one, then I loop this around my waist and buckle it so it's nice and tight around my waist, so it's not dragging around. Okay, now last one is this one. This one, again, this starts with, this is my tied around my waist, or you just put it inside like this, like this, and get on my waist. Then it goes on to here. It's always not surrounded. Most of my ropes, if not all my ropes, for grip wise, to grab them a certain way. Here, this one I have made a handle in case I wanted to handle them this way, closer to the dog, or insert my hand here so that it's on my, so it's on my waist, excuse me, on my wrist, yeah, like this, stuck, because it's smaller than my hands. I really have to play with it to get my hand in there, so that way I will have 2 way of security, my waist from him pulling, and my wrist. Now, I also will be grabbing it from here if I needed to get closer. So in this instance, there will be 3 ways of holding to the dog. From my hand here, and I have this knot to hold, to help me with the tension. And then I'll have him hooked to my wrist here, and then to my waist. This is actually the one I use when I go to the city. When I take my dog to the city, this is the one. This is the one that I use. So that obviously I'm not taking 2 to the city. I'm taking 1 at a time. So this is the one I use. And again, it's a little, as you can see here, this is how I did it. I mean, I wasn't a Boy Scout, so I just did it how it made sense to me to tighten it. So again, I'm not a Boy Scout, so don't kill me, Boy Scouts. Those people that know how to do knots and whatnot. That's the trick for me, and it works for me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Here's the dogs. There's another one here. Farrakhan, come say bye, Farrakhan. Come here, Papa. It's your Papa. Alright, so anyway, this is a wrap, folks. These are my dogs, nice and healthy. You know, these are mine, not nobody else's. And it's part genetics and part love and part exercise. Everything, in order for the dogs to maintain in calm state, a lot of it has to do with burning that energy. So if you don't burn that energy, you're gonna have a dog that is, jumping around, and that jumping around could easily turn into aggression towards another dog, because that's playfulness for many alpha mentality of the dog. Many of the dogs in this breed particular has a mentality of alpha, or a mentality of conquering. So you have to be careful. You have to make sure that you always have them on some sort of leash, a couple of leashes. Be prepared for those things to break, and have other ways to stop them, and be confident you can stop them. All right. So anyway, this is Tony Montana. Until next time.